What's up, Flipsiders? So it's Thursday, September 19th, and I already shot and uploaded a video today, but I didn't like it. I didn't think it was just all over the place, more so than usual, and I just didn't really care for it, so I deleted it off YouTube, which I've never done. I've never actually uploaded a video and then deleted it, but I did today, and I'm reshooting it now. Hopefully this one will be a little better. And I'm walking my dog here, and, well, not anymore, she's just kind of on her own, but she keeps stepping on thorns, and I have to keep pulling them out of her foot. Hey, whoa, hey, what are you doing? Whatever, she might be eating something. Anyways, so today I want to talk about the first time I drove a car. So here in, like actually drove a car, not like when you're a kid and your dad lets you sit in the front and drive the wheel while he does the pedals. I'm talking about like drive a car on your own. So here in Nevada, when you're 15 and a half, you can go to the DMV and, okay, she's still back there. You can go to the DMV and take a written test, and when you pass this written test, you get a permit, and that allows you to drive a car when there's a person like of 21 years or older who's had their license for 2 years. As long as they're in the car with you, you can drive. And so in order to get your license, you have to drive with this person for 50 hours in the day, 10 hours at night, and then pass a driving test. But anyways, I got my permit when I was 15 and a half, maybe a couple days after, before, I don't know if it was exactly on the day. But I got the car, and so what my dad did with my sister is he set up all these cones. What are you doing? Hey, Kira, where are you? Get over here, get over here. What are you doing? You're just gonna leave me? Crazy mutt. Let's go. This way. Come on. Okay, so she falling good. So anyways, what my dad did is he took my sister to like all these like streets off and away from everything, and parking lots, and he would set up cones to help her like to simulate traffic and turning and parking and all that good stuff. But when I got my license or my permit, we went on a couple side roads at first, but then my dad's like, "You ready to go on the highway?" Like first day, and my dad like didn't let my sister go on the highway for weeks after she got her permit. But I'm like, sure. Even though on the inside I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I'm scared. But hey, would you stop getting into all the stuff, please? You're gonna get more thorns in your foot. Don't you learn? Thought dogs were supposed to be smart. Anyways, so either my dad just didn't care as much because I'm his son, and he's just not as important as a daughter, or he just thought I was that much better, which I am. I could say that because my sister doesn't watch these, so that's what you get for not watching. Don't send this to her mom or anyone else who knows her. Anyways, my dog is just being such a butt right now. She's just getting into everything. She's gonna get bit by a snake. She's gonna get bit by a snake. Don't come crying to me when you... Okay, please do come to me when you get bit, and I'll take you to the hospital. So, anyway, dog hospital, the vet, I don't know. If my dog got bit by a snake, would I take her to the hospital? I don't know. Anyways, back to the story. Gosh, this is all over the place, too. So, I get on the highway, because my dad's like, let's just go on the highway. So we did, drove all the way to one side of the town. It was fine, but I was tense. I was like holding the wheel, like perfect, like but really tense, and just kind of freaking out the whole time. But kind of relaxed because it's like, okay, I've been on the highway for like 5 minutes now, and I'm not dead. So that's progress. Seriously, what are you doing? All right, fine. Let's go. So, I was perfectly fine. We were fine driving all the way to the other side of town. But that's when things got a bit dicey. Because coming back from that side of town is when things got kind of bad. So I'm turning. I need to turn left at the stoplight. So I begin to go into the left turn lane. Do not see a giant truck right behind me to the left. And so I just start pulling over the left lane, and my dad sees a truck though. He's like, "No!" And he grabs the wheel like Superman and just pulls us back into the normal lane right before he smashes into this giant truck. So that's embarrassing. It's like, oh crap, I almost just killed us. Probably not killed us, but it would have damaged our car pretty badly. So it's embarrassing enough just to have to live with that. But to make it even worse, the guy, once we pulled up to the stoplight, pulls up right next to us. It just happened that now we're side by side, right next to each other at the stoplight. So he rolls down his window, and I'm like, God, no, don't roll down your window. And so my dad makes me roll down my window. So my dad leans over, so the guy in the truck kind of sees that my dad's in the car too. And the guy in the truck, he looks at my dad, and he's like, first time driver? And my dad's like, yep, yeah, sorry about that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And the guy in the truck's like, oh, don't worry about it. I have a daughter who just got her permit too, so I know what it's like. And my dad's like, yeah, it's terrifying. Like, yeah, well, thanks, Dad. Thanks for the full confidence. But he was cool about it. So that was absolutely terrifying, though. Absolutely terrifying. And that's like the only near accident situation. Oh no, there was another one, but that doesn't count. It wasn't my fault. Oh, kind of. It was. Anyways, that was the first time I drove though. It was freaky, but then I got my license. And to get your license, you have to take a driver's test. And I got like I think I got a 97 on my driver's test. Which is so frustrating because I only got marked down for driving with one hand at one point, like a dumb nut. And then we were at a stoplight, and instead of keeping my hands on the wheel, I took my hands off the wheel and just set them in my lap. Because what am I supposed to do? We're not moving. We're not moving at all. We're just sitting here at a stoplight. Why do my hands have to be on the wheel? Apparently they do. And they marked me off, and the lady I'm driving was like, you should keep your hands on the wheel. And I'm like, oh, okay. But so I could have gotten a perfect score if I just wasn't so lazy when I drove. Anyways, when I got my license, well, first of all, I have to preface this by saying, when I had my permit, my parents were very strict about the radio. They didn't like the radio being on while I was driving, because I thought it would be a distraction and it's dangerous, you know, until I'm a better driver. Like I wasn't awesome to be, I wasn't, I'm just being cocky right now. But, anyways, they never let me have the radio on. My mom eventually got a little nicer with it, like she would let me listen to it occasionally. But my dad, like, never budged. It was like, no radio ever when you're driving. But as soon as I got my license and was able to drive by myself, first time I got in the car by myself, turn that radio up all the way, roll all the windows down, and just go down the highway, like, back and forth. It was, I don't know if I went back and forth, but I remember turning the radio up just as loud as I could, and just having the windows down and just driving and just feeling so free. It was such an awesome feeling. Just that first time you get in the car by yourself and you're like kind of nervous, but you've been driving for so long before you get your license that you're pretty confident in the car now. And it's fun, and I finally got to listen to the radio in the car, and it was loud, and it was so awesome. It was, seriously, that was cool. That was fun to me, because I never got to listen to the radio in the car before, and now I got to. As long as I wanted, because I didn't have any parents in the car. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but you had to have known that was gonna happen, and that did happen. And I didn't die. I'm not alive. My mom always threatens, like, when I have music on in the car. She's not really into, like, a lot of the newer, like, any hip-hop. She doesn't like hip-hop, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'll listen to it sometimes. Whenever I do turn it on, she threatens to grab the wheel and ram us into a tree. Every single time. She hates it. But I don't know why that had anything to do with what I was talking about. But anyways, that was the first time I drove in a car by myself, and the first time ever. So that is my story for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos every day. And that couple over there, they were staring, really staring. I was pretending to be like really cool for a second. That didn't work. I think I don't even know. I got totally sidetracked. See, this video was kind of going at an okay pace, and then it's just completely falling apart. It's 10 minutes longer, are you kidding me? Thank you guys so much for watching. Today's just not been a good day for vlogging for me. I don't know, my mind's off. I'm tired. I think that's it. I'm just tired. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the flip side.